Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D, baby, coming from up there and right in front of we got Zillionaires Club, and today I'm going to tell you where I'm at. So today is May 24th, 25th. I got my car back yesterday. Remember when I told you about the generator stopped working? I call up the owner. The owner of the vehicle always been there for me, and I want to say thank you, Scott, and Maria, his wife. But every time, because right before when I bought the car, I was like, I know nothing about RV, but like right before I bought it, he was like, if you ever have any problem, give me a call. We should definitely stay in contact. And when it comes to I called him for the generator. There were many times, just little things I didn't know, and I try to look it up. I try to look it up first before I call because I don't want to just bother people like that. But when I can't find the answer, then I call them up and it's just for a quick answer. And apparently, I found out that because my propane was out, so I couldn't start a generator. Like even though you need more than half a tank of diesel in your gas tank to start the car, but you also need propane to get that jump start or keep the generator going. But everything is working out. By the way, the generator is good to go. However, I got my car back yesterday from the dealership, and turned out to be $2,700. They replaced the front SAM module, which is kind of like what I read is that it's pretty much just like a router. It sends out signals to to gauges, and just pretty much it just sends out signals to let you know what's going on in the car. And so they replaced that because there's water corrosion, and they replaced the relays and a couple of fuses on there, and the whole box. The whole box of the fuse box and relays. And what I found out, also the fuel sender, which caused the fuel not to show up on the gauge. Remember that's how it started. It started out with no fuel, even though there's a full tank. Con, why you always preaching, bro? So there's a couple of things that I want to go over with the invoice because it doesn't make sense to me. First of all, it's my leveler. Ever since it got fixed, the leveler, there's no power to the leveler, so it's not currently working. And after that, yesterday on the invoice, it says that after they done with the car, they went out and they fill it up with a tank full of gas. It didn't, and I know that my tank is full of gas because I went and filled it up yesterday. So that doesn't make sense on the invoice. And the other one is that they said that there is a kind of like a service that they provide at value at $59. And what happened is that they just kind of do basic checkup, make sure everything is good to go, like the oil, the tire, and stuff like that. But I noticed, because I have a tire sensor on my car, it senses the pressure of the car. And I asked them carefully, like, hey, are the pressure okay? Because I don't know. It says cold air, like cold pressure is like 61, and ever since I have the pressure tire sensors on there, it fluctuates so much. It could be the sensor, it could be the tires, but I always try to keep an eye on the tire pressure, because when you drive, it's really important that it doesn't blow up on you, that your tire doesn't wear out quickly. So I'm going to ask them about that because I didn't see, because one of my tires on the passenger side, it's low on pressure because it says on the sensor. And I specifically asked, like, hey, did you, check all the tire pressure? And they said yes. but I don't think it does because otherwise it will show. So I'm gonna ask them about that later. And when it comes to an estimate, what I didn't understand is that what is recommended and what is needed. For me, what is needed is if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I'm gonna try to clear that up, because I don't know if the fuel sender, if the fuel sender is completely out, or it was just for a computer code that they're trying to get rid of. And then and the other question I have is the computer code. If there was an error on the code, will it be stored in the system? So in the future, if I take the car to Mercedes, I can have it punch up even though the code been erased. And yeah, so some of the questions I'll keep you posted. I wrote down the questions just to clarify the invoice because some of the stuff doesn't make sense. And you know me, it's just like when people say something, they should do it. It's like, otherwise I get really frustrated when this kind of stuff happens, with the telephone service, and with the person that I invested my first real estate in. I'm still waiting. It's like, it's like sometimes I get disappointed. That's why I try to be precise. I try to have everything in recording. I try to be precise. I ask my question. And I will keep you posted, my friend, where we are. And what else? Well, you have a nice day, and we'll go from here. Much love.